Broadcasting live from Houligans Sports Grill on ISB in Daytona Beach, Florida, it's the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show with the Gridiron Gang. Fellas, let's flip the switch and do this. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another edition, another year, 2024 of the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Of course, I'm here with my wonderful co-hosts, Mr. Ralph Smith and Mr. Larry Wesley, and that other guy, Mr. CC Cruse. I'll start off with Ralph. Ralph, how's it going, big guy?
Well, it's been a very, very long, hot summer, and I'm really ready for football. I had a pretty interesting summer. I didn't come out much, but I was able to attend Boston closeout game against Dallas.
Man.
I had a great time there. And I also participated in the parade after the championship. So my summer started out, but I haven't been out of the house since because it's too hot. Gotcha. So real quick, what did I see you on the floor that game? After the game. After the game, you saw me.
Saw him on the floor. Yeah. Saw him on the floor. Well, great summer. You been fishing lately?
Haven't fished since April. It's too hot.
I hear you on that, big guy. I'll go to Larry next, and then we'll come back to you, big guy. Larry, how's it been, big guy?
Not bad at all. Just ready for some football. It's been a long transition to get to where we are today. Long summer, and we're less than 72 hours away from some football.
We are definitely there. Definitely less than 24 hours away.
It's about time, and a lot of things that have happened. We'll be developing that through the course of the program tonight.
Definitely developing that through the course of the show tonight. We're here from a new location here on Houligans at Houligans on ISB here in Daytona Beach, Florida. If you're here in the Volusia County area, come on down. Houligans, we're in the AV room. Come through the entrance, walk to the back, turn to the right, and that's where you will find the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. It's great to be here at Houligans, and thankful for the personnel here at Houligans for allowing us the opportunity to be here. There's a couple Wildcat fans in the house. Grateful to have them in our house, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more to come out, and we'll hopefully hear from them later. I was trying to kill some time. I dread it, but CC.
Greetings from Jacksonville, Florida. I am just so excited about this new year of Wildcat football. We've been waiting a long time for them to get back to playing, and I'm just ready to go.
Definitely ready to go, CC, and great to be back here. What you been doing during the off time? And I know you've had a lot of off time, huh, Ralph?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be interested to hear this myself.
Yeah.
Well, working, trying to catch up and get things together. So this football season, I'll be able to follow the Wildcats.
So what's some of your new things that you've been working on or doing throughout the downtime? What you working on now?
Well, now I'm working on getting some diesel fluid for my truck so I can make it down here. And I'm actually got my GoFundMe app up that I appreciate the four of you guys donating to so I can get down here every Thursday. But no, seriously, just been resting and enjoying my grandson and just doing what it takes.
Yeah, congrats on the grandson, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
man, just working and maintaining.
Definitely understand, man. Well, glad to have you here on the show, and we look forward to great things out of you. We look forward to seeing you pretty often throughout the year.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for Ralph right now.
Okay. Miss Emma got my back, so we good.
We shall not call names of persons in the audience in fear it might incriminate them.
Miss Emma got my back. We good.
Guys, like I said, great to be here at Houligans. Finally live. You know, the years past, we've been at Joy 106.3 FM, and thankful to the staff over there for their hospitality. They've shown us down through the years. We want to get back to the way we did it, let's just say back in the days.
Back in the day.
In person. I know we used to be up on the atrium, up on Beach Street, and bring everyone out, have a little soul food. So, you know, with modern times, you kind of got to adjust with
go
that.
with the times.
That's what we're doing here tonight. So looking forward to it, and looking forward to having some great shows here at Houligans and doing what we need to do, guys. That's what it comes down to.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Guys, that's going to take us right into our SWAC 2023 recap. Let's go into that, guys. We'll talk about numerous things during this point in time. I know tonight there's 3 football games going on, SWAC games actually going on throughout the league that we'll talk about here just shortly. You got Jackson State at University of Louisiana Monroe. That game is a little delayed right now. I think they're looking at a 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time kickoff because of weather in the area. So that game is a little delayed. It was supposed to kick off at 6 p.m. really.
You know, that Jackson State fans, they really feel good about their team this year, man.
Yeah, definitely. I know they do. I know Coach Taylor feels that he has those guys ready to compete for a SWAC championship. Yeah. So then you got Arkansas Pine Bluff at the Arkansas. That's a 7:30 p.m. Kickoff there in Little Rock. And then last but not least, Alcorn is at UAB tonight. That's an 8 p.m. kickoff there. So, guys, let's recap the SWAC real quick. So we all know FAMU wins the Celebration Bowl or SWAC championship first, and then goes on to win the Celebration Bowl, national champion. So you want to expound on that a little bit?
Anybody? Let's go.
I think they leave way for the guests.
Yeah, the Florida A&M Rattlers were the class of the conference last year. An outstanding football team, coached by a truly gifted offensive mind. Unfortunately, he left the conference, decided to go take an offer with the FBS school, Duke University, Willie Simmons I'm speaking of. And so it was a glorious season for them. I think to tell you how interesting it was, as soon as they won the national championship and Coach Simmons decided to go to Duke, it was mass exodus out of Tallahassee. Lost a lot of players from that ball club, but they still had a number of people coming back, and they feel good about their chances this year as well with a new coach. But clearly, last year, they were the class of the conference and ended up being a phenomenal Celebration Bowl game between them and the Bison of Howard.
Definitely.
That could have gone either way. So one of the things, Daryl, when I think about the recap, this NIL thing has changed football. I mean, it's like everybody has new rosters now, and maybe this is going to become the trend moving forward. But I know that throughout the SWAC, we're talking about the recap, a lot of teams in this conference have lost players and have added players. We've got a number of new coaches coming into the league,
Definitely.
first-time coaches coming in. So it's, you look back over it, I don't know that the conference was strong from top to bottom, but I can say this. I think with the retooling that everybody has done,
Yes.
You're probably going to see a lot more parity, a lot more than what we saw last year. There are probably about probably 3 or 4 teams that could win this whole thing this year when you stop and think about it. And I don't know that we could say that last year because, as I said before, Florida A&M seemed to be the class of the conference, and their record spoke to that. Now, to their credit, they didn't always play the best games. They played well enough to win. They played to the level of their competition.
Right.
And so all of that leads to us anticipating what 2024 will be. And the SWAC already has a leg up. We won the MEAC SWAC Challenge this year last week with Florida A&M downing Norfolk State in another great game, 24-23. So all signs lead to the fact that it's going to be a fun year, and it'll be interesting to see how these teams sort themselves out.
Definitely interesting to see how the teams sort themselves out within that. So we'll see. We'll definitely see how that turns out for them, and who's going to come out on top. I know, we're pulling for our Wildcats, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. But one of the big ones I wanted to develop that. One of the great quarterbacks who didn't really play last year was at Texas Southern, Andrew Body. And now he stayed in the conference, but he's all the way over to the east now, playing for Alabama State. So it's a lot of movement, like I said. You're going to have to keep an eye on these rosters from here moving forward in football because everything is like changing clothes right now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it definitely is. Definitely is, guys. So, guys, let's go through our SWAC preseason predictions. Had media day a little over a month ago in Birmingham there, and some interesting things coming out of there. Miles Crawley named preseason offensive player of the year there at Grambling, and then Southern's Kelby Givens, preseason defensive player of the year. So definitely looking to see what those guys can give. And then, the order of finish. Are you guys surprised with the order of finish of how it kind of laid out?
Well, I think it sets a tone. How can you really, with the NIL now?
Yes.
How can you really determine,
You can.
Logically, who should be the pecking order as far as who should be the preseason favorite? Because first of all, you got to look at the rosters.
Right.
And most people are not finalizing their rosters until they get into camp.
Definitely so. They're not doing that until they get into camp, and it's just crazy. It is just literally crazy.
Well, I think it's star power. I know Alabama State had a good ball club last year. Again, had a great defense. That problem for them was offense. And so when you get the guy who was preseason the year before, conference quarterback, and only played 2 games, and now he changes teams from the west to the east, and automatically it bumps up Alabama State. And we've got to see if he's going to even play, from that standpoint. We just don't know.
Yeah, he's in a battle with the other quarterback.
Absolutely.
There, so
That's my point. That's my point right there. So I'm over the preseason rankings from now on with the new NIL. You traverse that with at your own expense because I just don't know how you do it, how you figure it out.
Yes, it's hard to figure out.
I also think I agree with Larry. You look at these predictions, and it's all based on what happened last year.
Yeah.
Well, the fact of the matter is that most of those kids aren't at those schools this year. So you're thinking, well, they got this transfer and that transfer, they're going to be better. But of course, most people would have thought that Florida A&M would have blew out a 3-8 Norfolk State, and that game was relatively close. And actually, I think that Norfolk State should have won that game. So I think predictions are just what they are, just predictions, because it's a crystal ball, and you really don't know what these guys are going to do.
Yeah, it's definitely a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
You do not know from week to week what it's what it's going to be.
But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, and I think it's an excellent opportunity for a team that gets it together is going to win the conference.
True.
I would certainly echo that.
So guys, we'll see. We'll see how it goes in the SWAC this year. I know we had two guys who were named to preseason, Dearest Thomas and then our long snapper, Clayton Thomas Jr. So hopefully we'll add quite a bit more to that, the postseason when it does come out.
Absolutely, and you're talking about the recap, Daryl, and moving into the new year. We know what the Wildcats' record was last year.
Definitely.
Yet we were in every football game. I mean, every football game. And when you look back on that, there were some we should have won that we lost.
Right.
Against some of the better ball clubs.
Exactly.
Definitely so.
Yep.
Definitely so. We'll see, guys. We'll see. As we said, there's 3 HBCU games going on tonight. So we'll see how those go. Big game between North Dakota State and Colorado here kicking off shortly. So, guys, let's transition into where we left off here at Bethune-Cookman. 2023 season didn't quite go the way we thought it would go. But, we're here now. So from this time, when you walked out of the Florida Classic last year, and let's also include the spring game in there, give me your thought process on what we needed and then what we did in the spring to kind of solve it or put in work to solve it, and then we'll lead up to now.
When I walked out, I thought the SWAC is in trouble. I mean, you give Raymond Woody an entire cycle to recruit, and we're talking about the premier recruiter in the country. You give him that much time to get the players he wants to play his kind of football. I think the SWAC is in trouble, personally. That's what I thought when I walked out. I wasn't disappointed. I was actually excited.
And that's walking out of the Classic?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Walking out of the class, I was excited.
Spring game.
Spring game, I think I didn't walk out of spring game impressed offensively. I thought we had some work to do, but then, of course, a lot of the recruits that he had recruited wasn't in the spring game. So it's kind of hard to come out of that thinking, well, this is where we're going to be, because most of the big-time recruits he recruited wasn't there.
Gotcha. Understood that most of them were not there. Wow. That's disappointing. So, how about now?
Yeah. Again, just exactly the way I walked out of the Classic. The SWAC is in trouble. I think I'm excited. I think that Coach Woody has put his team together, and I think his team is going to be and his coaches. Hard work.
Definitely hard work, no quit, and that's what we're looking to work on. Larry?
Well, when Raymond Woody came in, he did not have, first of all, the cupboard was not left full. There wasn't a lot of talent that was left at Bethune-Cookman, because it was also the time when the NIL was kicking off and people were leaving and looking for greener pastures. But what I took away from last year more than anything else that I think a lot of people miss, because we get some gross wins and losses. But I saw Coach Woody laying a foundation that started with discipline.
Yes.
That's what I saw. I saw a ball club that might not have had the talent, but we were in ball games because we didn't beat ourselves as far as penalties. We were right there with the undermanned roster. And throughout the entirety of last year, we were the least penalized team in the conference. And to me, that was a foundation because one of the keys to championships is being disciplined.
Definitely.
We didn't get a chance to see what Raymond was going to do until we got to this recruitment year, where his skills that he was noted for, as far as being one of the premier recruiters, then kicked in. But first and foremost, he set a tone for how we were going to do this at the Raymond Woody way. And you were going to either buy into that or you weren't going to be here.
You weren't going to be here.
Bottom line. So that was phase one. We're now in phase two.
Is it still going like that, Larry?
Absolutely. In terms of what he is doing with this ball club, if you listen to him talk carefully, he talks about being the coach of a player-led team.
Definitely.